Hello, this is Bruno Pelletier-Bacquaert. I'm going to continue here with those diminished chords that we saw on the previous video. I was showing you how you could use a diminished chord in place of a dominant 7 chord if you want to get that dominant 7 flat 9 sound. So I showed you different examples, and what I'm going to look at today is a few inversions of that concept. So today we're going to stay on the top 4 strings, which is going to be the kind of voicings that you can use when you're in a situation when there is a bass player, either piano or bass or any kind of instrument providing the bottom. So my 2-5-1, I'm going to be in G major, so my 2-5-1 is going to be A minor 7, going to A diminished in place of my D7, right? And then resolve into the G major 7 chord. Okay, so I showed you those very voicings last time. Okay, but as always, there are inversions. So instead of this A minor 7 with the root in the bass, I could play this A minor 7. Very easy grip. But then I'm going to find the nearest A diminished 7 chord, which is going to be this one, which is exactly the same grip that we played with the other diminished that was there. I was calling it A diminished because it had A in the bass, but then I can also call this one A diminished even though my A is now on top and not in the bass. Which leads us to a very important thing about diminished 7 chords. They are entirely symmetrical, meaning they are constructing simply by stacking up minor thirds. So if I were using, say, A as a bottom, as the root, A up a minor third, C up a minor third, E flat up another minor third, F sharp or G flat. And what is remarkable is that if I were to derive inversions of that chord, I would get to use the exact same grip on my guitar. So here, if I have E flat in the bass, you could call that E flat diminished, right? And that's the same 4 notes that I find in my F sharp diminished, or in my A diminished, or in my C diminished. Really, trust me, it's true. So look at the notes. I have E flat, A, C, F sharp for this first one. Here, F sharp, C, E flat, A for the next one. Here I have A, E flat, F sharp, C. See the same 4 notes that keep coming back. And then here from C, C, F sharp, A, E flat. Same exact 4 notes that keep repeating. As long as I move in minor thirds, I'm looking at the same 4 notes. So that's convenient because, first of all, we don't need to learn 4 different inversions. It's the same grip, you know, because for the minor chord I have different inversions, right? I have this one in root position, but then now it's showing you the next one below that is this, to get the same 4 notes, I need to have a different grip. And then same here, that would be the next chord down, which we also find here the same way. And then this one would be the 4th and last one. So 4 inversions, meaning 4 different grips with a minor 7 chord. And it would be the same with any other chord, except for the diminished 7 chord, where we get to use the same grip all the time. Oops, here. We gotta make sure well, first of all, don't talk while you try to play your guitar. And then also, you have to get used to feeling what minor thirds are like, because the frets are wider here than here, right? No big scoop here. So we have to adjust our moves. You know, we don't travel as far when we are up on the neck, and we travel further when we are lower on the neck. So let me show you the different inversions, and there will be a PDF where you can see those. So from this one, from this A minor, I would go to this diminished chord, and I could resolve to this one, and that would be I would call this a G69. It's one of those quartal chords that I like. Quartal as in quart, because I have fourths stacked up. E up to A, up to D, up to G. Those are perfect fourths that are stacked up. And if I put a G in the bass, it sounds like a G major 7. Well, actually not 7, a G major, but it's a 6/9, G major 6/9. Okay. What else? So I have then this A minor 7. I'm going to this D7. Now I could call it E flat diminished or A diminished, no, same. And then I would most likely resolve to this chord using those open strings. So if I were playing the same voicings up an octave, I would have this, and then I would resolve to this for the G major. And one more. So A minor 7 here, going to this D7. In fact, we can visualize the D bass, but that's still a diminished 7th grip that I'm using here. And then I would resolve maybe to another quartal chord here for G. That would be another G69, but I'm still building my chord in perfect fourths. Okay, so let me play a little bit. I have this little playback thing. Is it going to work? No, it's not working. Okay, let's do that. And I'm going to loop a 2-5-1 in G major. So I'll show you. Maybe I can turn that up a little bit. Here we go. I'm back. I'll put it here. Okay, so that's my 2-5-1, and here's the 1. So I'll start with my A minor as a root position. Again. I'm going to go up, so I can use now chords are and I had the same one lower. Now, what is really interesting, remember I told you the diminished chord is the same grip, so that means I could play my A minor anywhere and then move around with my diminished chord. For instance, so diminished, and then I resolve somewhere else. So let's say I'm going to do A minor here, or one more time, A minor. So, please stop. Here we go. Thank you. So that's actually really simple. I play an A minor somewhere. I play then my diminished chord, and then once I hit the diminished chord, I may go down or up for as far up or down as I want. Of course, within the limit of my D7, right? And then, depending on where I end up, I finally resolve into my my G major chord. So I don't have to resolve where I started with the A minor. You know, the diminished inversions being the same one, it's an easy way to travel up or down the fretboard and end up in another area of the neck, and then eventually resolve nearby there. Okay, so practice those, work on those 4 sets of 2-5-1s individually, and then learn to mix them so you can turn on the metronome or have a loop like this and have fun with it. All right, take care. Bye.